Good morning. It's supposed to be pretty hot today, sunny, not ideal fishing conditions, but I woke up early due to the heat, couldn't sleep. Figured I'd run to my local river and see if I could catch a pike early this morning. I got a new pole I want to test out, some new gear, so I'm out here on my way on my bike to my local river. I'm not very optimistic that I'll catch anything. It's a very hard river to fish, but I figured a couple hours on the water could do me some good. So here we go. So here's my bike, rod, reel, net, strapped on, good to go. Made it to the river. As you can tell, there's a lot of vegetation on the edge of the river. It's not an easy place to fish, but this is a place I have caught before, so I'm gonna hook up my pole real quick, not waste any time, and slowly start working my way up the river. Bait I'm using today is gonna be from Lieblingsköder. Some shads. They have a unique system where their colors of their bait are based on the water type and what the weather's like. For example, this one's for dawn and dusk, which I'm going to be using now. It's called the Sheriff. But later I'll probably move into the Captain, which is for muddy waters and sun. It's a pretty unique system. This is my first time using it. I wanted to check it out. I want to be using a 6-gram jig head because it's not very deep here. It's about 2 meters. I want to kind of go slow on the sinking stage. So I'm just going to hook up this bait. It has a nice hole to guide you in the nose. And just put it on there. Try to get the hook to come out center. And there we have it. Easy peasy. Nice spot for the, oops, camera moved, and that's it. Got the Sheriff on here, 10 centimeters. Didn't want to go too big because of the heat. I figured they might be biting small, if at all. So I'm going to go ahead and hook that up and toss it in. So after about 10 casts, I tend to move on to the next spot, just slightly upriver a bit. First spot was unsuccessful. Did about 10 casts, now I move on to the next one. I forgot to wear pants. Alright, so there we got it. My first pike of the day. Actually got a nice bite. Hold on, get him out of here. Alright, come on, buddy. Just a little guy. He's a little bit small. And there he is. His teeth. So as you can see, the bait definitely works. This guy really put up a fight. I cut him hooked pretty good here in the lip. Try to get him out without. There we go. So, there we go. Nice little pike. But the was unfortunately probably a little bit too small to keep. Yep. So 40 centimeters, 45 centimeters, and they have to be 55 to keep. So this guy's gonna go back and we have to find another day. Try to pop him in there, and he's gone. Oh, he's gonna be gone. Yep, there he goes. So there we go. Fish are biting. Got my 10th cast on the Lieblingsköder. Little shad on the Sheriff. And got a good bite. Okay, I'm pretty happy about that. So as you can see, the sun's coming up. So I'm gonna switch baits. For that, I'm going to be using the Captain. It's designed for murky water and sun. I have murky water and sunshine, so I'm gonna switch that over. Again, I'm gonna use the 6-gram jig head and keep working my way down the river and see if I can't catch anything else. It's about 8 o'clock right now. Getting ready to leave. Before I leave, I want to try out the Pinky Lieblingsköder. It's advertised as being for murky water and cloudy days. As you can see, there's not a cloud in the sky. But since I just lost the captain on this giant mess, this weight, someone was out here on braided line on a ground rig, which is interesting. Usually use mono on a ground rig, but okay. So I lost the captain on that, threw on the Pinky. I'm gonna do a few casts and then probably head out of here. I can't stay much longer, so that'll be it for today, but maybe we can come out later this evening when it cools down a bit. I'm just not confident that anything's gonna bite in this heat. No clouds, it's not really pike weather. Okay, well, I didn't catch anything today, and my day's definitely over. I have a new rod that I just got. This is the first time using it. I was getting my first impressions of it. And it just snapped in half. Now this isn't a cheap rod. It's a $200 rod, a 200 euro rod. And I don't know why it snapped in half. I was just jigging on the bottom, hit a little rock, and boop, popped, snapped in half. Wasn't snagged hard or anything. I have no idea how or why it happened. I'm going to go home now, contact the company that sold me the rod, and hopefully we can get our money back or get a new one sent out, because that's extremely disappointing for a 200 euro rod. Here we are again 2 days later, back at the same spot I was the last time you watched the video. I was able to get out this morning with my brother-in-law. I came to the same spot again and I was able to catch another pike, the same size I did 2 days ago. Caught him again on the Sheriff, which is made for dawn and dusk fishing. So that's 2 pike I've caught in the same spot 2 different mornings on the Sheriff. So that's definitely a good bait for the advertised purpose. Since both of those pike were small, I'm going to throw on the captain in 15 centimeters instead of 10. Step up the bait size a little bit. I have a couple hours before the sun goes down, and this is made for murky water and sun, which we have. It's been sunny and hot for days now, so the weather's been pretty stable. I'm hoping the stability in the weather will make the fish a little bit more willing to bite. And I plan on staying here until sundown to see if we can catch a little bit bigger fish. I'll probably stick with the 15 centimeters. I'm looking for a pike I can keep and eat. I'm not just here catching and releasing. For one, I don't see the purpose of it. For 2, it's illegal in Germany. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw out the 15 centimeter captain here until the sun gets a little lower. I have on a 6-gram jig head. I'm gonna have to be extra careful because there's a lot of rocks and a lot of wood in this river, so hopefully I don't lose it. But that's my goal for today. So, as you can see, I am wet up to past my knees, up to my thighs. I had a really big fish on. I didn't get to see it, but it was pretty big. It had to have been big. It ripped itself into the grass here and got free, tangled up in the grass and got free, so I'm a little disappointed. But again, the Sheriff, this color in this river, 15 centimeters. That's definitely the biggest fish I've had on this rod. Dang it, it was big too. Unfortunately, it got into the weeds. I wasn't able to keep it out of the weeds and I lost it. It sucks, but I'm gonna keep trying. All right, so close to evening time. I got my next catch of the day. This is my 3rd pike today. I didn't get the other one on camera. Let's pull him out. Looks like he's too small. Throw him on there. I'm guessing he's about 45. Check out how big he is. Get the hook out carefully. Not rip it up too much. All right, hook's out. So, looks a little too small to me. Throw him on. Nope, he's a keeper. 55, 56, 57, 57 centimeters. Right there, nose to tail. Nose to tail, 57 centimeters. So that's my first keeper of the day. He is right on the line. The limit is 55 to 90 here, so I am going to keep him because I've been fishing all day. And I'm happy about that. So, good keeper, good eater. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of him now so he doesn't suffer any longer. All right, with that, I'm gonna call it an evening for sure. I did stay a little bit longer and did a few more casts of course, see if anything else was biting. My strategy this evening paid off. Like I said, I went out for the first part of this video. I was out there for two and a half hours. Ended up catching that one smaller pike. Had multiple bites on it. Then I went out, today's 2 days later, with my brother-in-law this morning. Another about 2 hours this morning, caught another small pike. And this evening I decided to switch over to the 15 centimeter bait to try to catch something of size. And of course I tried other baits, other colors and stuff, but the Sheriff, I ended up getting a really big one on and lost it in the reeds, and then I got this one I'm keeping on the Sheriff too, on 15 centimeters. I definitely got less bites than I did with the 10 centimeter bait, but in the end I got a keeper. So I'm definitely going to continue fishing with 15 centimeter baits. It's been very hot out lately here in Germany. It's 38 degrees a couple days ago, 37, 30. So I'm definitely in the high temperatures. The water's warm. I think the water's like 22, 23 degrees. So it's not really pike weather. So I'm very, very impressed. I was expecting to catch nothing. And this bait has been delivering. The Sheriff from Lieblingsköder. Very, very happy with it. It's got a few bite marks in it, but it's still perfectly usable. So I'll just keep it on here for next time. So that's gonna be it for this weekend. Hopefully I can get back out here soon. Maybe the weather will cool down a little bit and have even better chances. This river that I fish is described as being very difficult to fish, and I would agree it's definitely difficult to fish, but hey, what can I say? I've been pretty successful so far. Also, about the rod that I broke from Lieblingsköder, the same company that makes this bait, they are going to send me a replacement tip. For now, I went out and bought a $50 backup rod, and I'll get into a review about that later. But I mean, I caught fish on it. It works. Nothing bad about it. But the Lieblingsköder rod was much nicer in feeling. So we'll go over that later. So I'm going to end this day right here.